Welcome to Metal Gods TV.
I'm here at Hard Rock Hell, and we are with
Aaron and Kev from the Cold Classics.
nice one. And you guys, have you played yet, or are you playing later?
We're playing later on, 6:45.
Nice one.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast.
Your first time here?
I used to play for a band called Heaven's Basement,
Oh yeah,
funnily enough, and Kev used to play for a band called Raven Eye. So I don't think Raven Eye did it, did they?
No, Raven Eye's
No,
not.
but Heaven's Basement did it about 3 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't been back since, but I'm excited. Whole new band, all fresh faces, all fresh music. It's going to be awesome. So.
Great stuff. And how would you describe you guys? Obviously, people say, "Oh, what do they sound like? Who can we compare them with?"
Well, obviously, I took quite a lot of influences from my old band, Heaven's Basement, and the front section of the new album, The Man with Stars in His Knees, which comes out next year, is pretty hard targeted towards those people. I wanted to make sure there was a good integration for people to sort of get hold of. And then the back end of the record, Alice in Chains, Stone Temple Pilots, Chris Cornell, early Foo Fighters, all that grunge sort of Pearl Jam, all that sort of grunge era stuff. I wanted to do stuff that was just, I don't know, I'm not trying to bring anything back. I just want to do something that sung to me. So
Yeah.
that's what the new record's about. It's a bit heart. So yeah.
And when are you hoping to release that?
I'm hoping to have it out in spring, because it's around that time that we got some tasty tours coming up. They've not been locked in yet, but it's on the cards, and we'll also be hitting all of the festival season. We've got quite a few festival dates that are now locked in. We haven't announced them yet, but they're coming. Some recognisable festivals, which I'm very, very excited about. But say no more. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing next year, and it's going to be good.
So will that all be announced on your site and everything?
Indeed, yeah. Facebook.com/Cult Classics. Everything. Kev was just saying in the last interview that we did that the most important place for people to be is on all those social networks, because the whole having your own website now is not needed anymore. No. Facebook is pretty much where it's at, and if it's not there, it's like your big cartels where most smaller bands will do their merchandise unless you've got a deal, and yeah, that's pretty much the way we're doing it. Starting this thing as a fresh band, we wanted to sort of keep our overheads as small as possible, so that we could make sure that we can invest the money in better quality merch and more music and all the good stuff. So that's the way that we're doing it at the moment.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to go. I mean, a lot of bands they'll sort of put themselves out there and they'll do some really muddy recording, and they're wondering why they're not getting booking and people aren't seeing it.
Well, when we went to go and do The Man with Stars in His Knees, I've been friends with the producer for 15 years, but while I was with Basement, obviously I was out of the country a lot, so I didn't get to see him very often. But he would come, I would invite him to the end of tour parties, and that's how we sort of kept a good friendship going. And obviously when I split off from Basement, I called him up and said, look, I would really, really like to do an album. There's no budget. And James is like, no, we're going to do this. I've wanted to do this for absolutely years. Let's do it. And I said, look, the competition is, not the competition, but the mark is the Filthy Empire record, and anything that's up to that sort of caliber of production. And we put weeks and weeks. I spent 7 weeks in his studio doing this record, and it sounds pucker, and I'm very excited about it.
So that's the only recording you're going to have at the moment then? Have you done any EPs before that or anything like that?
No, not with I wanted to go straight to album. I didn't want to do an EP. There is at the moment a single, there's a physical release of the single with a B-side on it, and the B-side will not be on the album. I wanted to make that a tasty little first introduction to the band. I didn't think that a B-side was right for the record, but it's a fun song. It's the first song that Kev and I ever did together, which is quite exciting, because I'd had the album recorded before I contacted Kev. Yeah. So yeah, that's it, straight to album, and we'll go from there.
And the writing side of things, do you all have input on that, or is it just?
This was an odd little beast, because I came out of one band, didn't have anybody around me that I could just push into a studio, and I already had most of the album written. So all of the songs that were written for The Man with Stars in His Knees, I initially wrote for Heaven's Basement's second record. We obviously parted ways. I wasn't too fond of the direction they were going on the new record, and they wasn't too fond on the direction that I was interested in going. No hard feelings or anything like that. It's just the way it is. So the correct thing to do was to be like, okay, look, go and evolve, go and do your thing. I'm gonna go and do my thing. And got into the studio, did the record, and yeah, I basically wrote it between 2011 when we was writing the Filthy Empire record and the sort of June, July 2014, 2015. So yeah, it's quite. There's a lot of songs in there that are from different points in time and different different frame of mind for myself. But I think it's definitely given a diverse album. The one thing that I wanted to focus on with The Man with Stars in His Knees was to have an album that really connected well with the Basement fans, but has also got a much darker edge to it. There's a, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. So all the people that seen you live now are basically hearing the stuff that's going to be on the album, yeah?
Yeah, that's pretty much the deal. We might throw a couple of cheeky old school songs in there, but yeah, other than that, yeah, there's a lot of new material on the cards.
So you guys, are you still touring after this, or is it going to be it for the end of the year or what?
We've got one other gig at the Brain Freeze Festival. I'm going to go away for a month or so. I'm going to go and help a band, a friend's band of mine called Every Time I Die. Probably heard of them.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go and do a little thing with them. Then through sort of like the end of this month, December, January, we've got a lot of label talks going on. So it's now sort of case of whether we sign to a record label or if we go and do a self-release. Now there's benefits of both: record label, money, self-release, control.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the position that we're kind of in at the moment, and it's all a bit like, well, this could happen, but this could happen.
Yeah.
That's the exciting thing about being in this little new thing, I guess. So.
And then, like say, next year you're just on the road and open, pushing it.
Well, yeah, I still have the same agent that booked Heaven's Basement. He's the only guy that I kept on from that team because I loved him.
Yeah.
So, and you know, I had a really, really good relationship with him, and he's a bit of a secret squirrel. I'd say his name, he'd be like, why are you mentioning me? He's awesome. He's an absolute dude, and yeah. So yeah, the same guys that booked Basement are booking this, and that makes me feel very, very good. And I've got a fantastic manager as well, so, and a great band. I really, you know, one of the things that I wanted to pull together that I don't feel that I had in the last band was the support of the people around me and working with people that had really pucker personalities and like best interests at heart.
Yeah.
And everybody does, and that's super, super important to me, and it's been achieved.
That's what you want. Happy shit.
Yeah, happy people that I'm going to have a drink with after the gig and like, you know, have a wonderful time.
And finally, guys, have you got a message for the people out there?
Well, I guess thank you for watching the interview, and I really hope to get to meet you all in the future, and you know, you can come and meet my hairy friend over here, old Kev Hickman Stickman from, you know, the old school Raven days. And yeah, we want to hear what you think of the music, so
come to a gig, come party.
Yeah, we'll be out all on tour next year. Keep up to date with us and have a wonderful time.
And check us out online as well, on Facebook and Twitter and all the social media.
All that shit.
Yeah, because all the announcements coming out. Yeah. Nice one, guys.
Thank you, mate.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Cheers.
May God have mercy on your soul.